How well do you know Africa? 10 most populous tribes in Africa. Imagine how diverse Africa is, with over 1.3 billion people and over 3,000 ethnic groups. Africa contains people with unique ways, their own languages, cultures, and traditions, all of which have played an important role in shaping the continent. While there are many things to explore about Africa, we will look at the 10 tribes in Africa. Today, we are not just picking them randomly, but we will discuss them based on their population. This video will explore the 10 most populous tribes in Africa. So without further ado, let's dive right in. Hausa. The largest ethnic group in Africa is the Hausa. They are so large that they could make up more than 5 countries. The Hausa has over 74 million people. They are primarily found in Nigeria, but also have significant populations in Niger, Benin, Ivory Coast, Sudan, Ghana, Chad, Togo, Burkina Faso, and Algeria. The Hausa have a rich history, dating back to at least the 7th century. They were once divided into many kingdoms, but were united by a shared ancestor and culture. The Hausa kingdoms were important trade centers in Africa and were known for their leather, gold, and cloth exports. The Hausa are a diverse people, but they are united by their common language, culture, and religion. The Hausa language is one of Africa's most widely spoken languages and is spoken by over 100 million people. The Hausa are also predominantly Muslim, and their religion plays an important role in their culture. It's important to note that not all Hausa people are Muslims, as some people believe there is a significant minority of Christians and other religious groups among the Hausa. The Hausa are known for their many cultural contributions, including their art and architecture. Hausa art is known for its unique designs and bright colors and is often used to decorate homes and mosques. Hausa architecture is also very beautiful and is known for its use of mud, brick, and geometric designs. The Hausa are also known for their delicious cuisine. Hausa dishes are often made with simple ingredients but are very delicious. Some of the most popular Hausa dishes include tuwo shinkafa, rice and okra stew, kuli-kuli, groundnut cake, and suya, spiced beef. There are lots of misconceptions people have about the Hausa people that need to be debunked. For instance, many believe that all Hausa people are uneducated. The truth is that the Hausa people have a history of education, and today, many Hausa people are highly educated. A typical example of an educated Hausa man is Aliko Dangote, a businessman and entrepreneur. He is the richest person in Africa and one of the richest people in the world. He is the founder and the chairman of the Dangote Group, which is one of the largest conglomerates in Africa. Some people also believe that all Hausa people are poor. That's not true. There are both rich and poor among the Hausa people. After all, the richest man in Africa is a Hausa man. However, it is true that the Hausa region of Nigeria is generally poorer than other parts of the country. Some people also believe that all Hausa people are cattle herders. While many Hausa people are involved in cattle herding, this is not the only occupation of the Hausa people. The Hausa are also farmers, traders, artisans, and professionals. Yoruba. The second largest tribe in the list is the Yoruba people. With over 47 million people, the Yoruba are primarily found in West Africa, especially in Nigeria and Benin. They speak their own language, Yoruba, which is part of the Niger-Congo family of languages. The Yoruba have inhabited southwest Nigeria since as early as 9000 BC. They have a long and complex history, which includes the rise and fall of several powerful kingdoms. One of the most important aspects of Yoruba culture is the family. The Yoruba values family ties and respect for elders. They also have a strong sense of community and cooperation. Another important aspect of Yoruba culture is religion. The Yoruba are primarily Yoruba religious practitioners, but there are also significant Christian and Muslim populations among the Yoruba. The Yoruba people are also known for their delicious and diverse cuisine. Their dishes are typically made with fresh local ingredients. Popular meal combinations among the Yoruba are amala, yam flour, and gbegiri, bean soup, pounded yam, and efo riro vegetables. A fun fact about the Yoruba region of Nigeria is that they have the highest rate of twin births in the world, with 41.6 per thousand childbirth. The Yoruba have made significant contributions to Africa and to the world. Some of the most notable Yoruba people include Wole Soyinka, the first African Nobel Prize laureate in literature; Fela Kuti, a legendary musician; and Funmilayo Ransome Kuti, a pioneer of women's rights in Africa. Igbo. The Igbo are the third largest ethnic group in Africa, with a population of over 45 million people. They are primarily found in modern-day Nigeria, where they make up over 18% of the population, but are also found in Guinea. The Igbo have their own language, known as Igbo, which is spoken by over 50 million people worldwide. The Igbo have a long and rich history dating back to at least 3000 BC. Evidence of early iron smelting has been found in Nsukka region of Igbo land. The Igbo have traditionally had a democratic republican system of government and have their own calendar and banking system. Prior to the arrival of European colonizers, the Igbo had extensive trade routes. The Igbo are known for their entrepreneurial spirit and their strong work ethic. Igbo literature is also very rich and includes a variety of genres, including poetry, fiction, and non-fiction. Just like other tribes in Africa, the Igbo have special delicacy unique to them. Some of the most popular Igbo dishes include ofe nsala, white soup, ofe onugbu, bitter leaf soup, and banga soup, palm oil soup. The Igbo have made significant contributions to Nigeria and Africa in many areas, including business, education, and government. Some of the most notable Igbo people include Nnamdi Azikiwe, the first president of Nigeria, Chinua Achebe, one of the most famous African writers, and Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, the former Director General of the World Trade Organization. Amazi. The next tribe on the list is Amazi. The Amazi, also known as Berbers, are a diverse group living in North Africa and the Sahel. They are considered the indigenous people of ancient Libyans, and their history can be traced back over 12,000 years. The Amazi speak various languages, all of which belong to the Afro-Asiatic language family. The Amazi are known for their beautiful handicrafts, including jewelry, textiles, and pottery. The Amazi have also played an important role in the history of Islam, and many Amazi people are Muslims today. Amazi cuisine is one of the oldest cuisines in the world and has been making delightful traditional meals for ages. Their delicious dishes include tangine, stew cooked in a traditional pot, couscous, a steamed semolina dish, and shakshuka, a poached egg dish in a spicy tomato sauce. Some of the most notable Amazi figures include Juba II, King of Mauritania Casereniensis, Jugurtha, a king of Numidia, and Ahmed Ouyahia, four-time Prime Minister of Algeria. Prominent sportsmen such as Zidane and Benzema are also from the Amazi people. Today, the Amazi people are still a vibrant and important part of North African society. They continue to maintain their unique culture and traditions, and they are playing an increasingly important role in the region's political and economic life. Oromo. Another tribe in the top of the largest tribes in Africa is the Oromo. The Oromo are the largest ethnic group in Ethiopia, with a population of over 40 million people. They are also found in significant numbers in Kenya and Somalia. The Oromo speak their own language, Oromo, which is part of the Cushitic branch of the Afroasiatic language family. The Oromo have a long and rich history. They are thought to have originated in the southern part of Ethiopia, and they migrated to their current homeland in the 16th century. The Oromo were traditionally a pastoral people, and they were known for their fierce warriors. The Oromo have a unique system of government known as the Gada system. The Gada system is a democratic system of government that has passed on the cycle of 8 years. Every 8 years, a new generation of leaders is elected to power. The Gada system is one of the oldest examples of African democracy in action. The Oromo are a diverse people, or they are united by their common language, culture, and traditions. The Oromo have made significant contributions to Ethiopian culture and society. Some of the most notable Oromo people include Haile Selassie, the former emperor of Ethiopia, Abiy Ahmed, the current prime minister of Ethiopia, and Muhammad Ali, the world-famous boxer. Fulani. The next on the list is the Fulani. The Fulani, also known as Fula or Fulbe, are nomadic pastoralist people who are one of the largest ethnic groups in Africa. With over 40 million people, they live mainly in Western Central African countries such as Nigeria, Mali, Guinea, Cameroon, Senegal, and Chad. The Fulani have their own language, Fula, which is part of the Niger-Congo language family. The origins of the Fulani are unclear, but there are many theories. One theory is that they originated in the Middle East and migrated to Africa centuries ago. Another theory is that they are indigenous to Africa. What we do know for sure is that by the 5th century AD, the Fulani were in West Africa. The Fulani are one of the few African tribes to adopt Islam, with over 98% of the Fulani being Muslim. Islam has played an important role in Fulani culture and society. The Fulani are nomadic people who move with their herds of cattle in search of grazing land. They are skilled herders and have a deep knowledge of the African bush. The Fulani are also known for their beautiful handicrafts such as jewelry, leatherwork, and textiles. One of the common misconceptions people have about the Fulani people is to classify them as Hausa. While the two ethnic groups are related and share some cultural similarities, they are distinct people. The Hausa and the Fulani people have a long history of interaction and cooperation. The two groups have intermarried and adopted each other's cultural practices over the centuries. As a result, there is a great deal of overlap between the two cultures. However, it is important to remember that the Hausa and Fulani people are distinct people with their own unique identities. It is not appropriate to call a Hausa person Fulani or vice versa. The Fulani have made significant contributions to African culture and society. They have played an important role in the spread of Islam in Africa, and they have contributed to the development of trade and commerce. The Fulani are a proud and resilient people who have maintained their unique culture and traditions for centuries. Amhara. Now let's talk about the Amhara tribe. The Amhara people are the second largest ethnic group in Ethiopia and the sixth largest in Africa. With a population of over 20 million people, they are the indigenous people of Ethiopia and have lived in the country for over 2,000 years. The Amhara people speak the Amharic language, which is the official language of Ethiopia. The Amhara people are the descendants of the ancient Semitic people and migrated to Ethiopia from the Arabian Peninsula. They established the powerful Aksum Empire in the 4th century AD, which ruled over much of Ethiopia and Eritrea. The Amhara people have played a dominant role in Ethiopian politics and culture for centuries. Just like other African tribes, Amhara cuisine is known for its delicious dishes. Some of the most popular Amhara dishes include injera, a flatbread made from teff flour, wat, a stew from meat or vegetables and a spicy sauce. Tips: stir-fried meat or vegetables, and kitafir, a thin pancake filled with spiced ground beef. You can say this culture likes meat. Akan. The Akan people are a diverse group of people who live in Ghana and the Ivory Coast, primarily in the southern regions of both countries. They speak their own language, the Akan language, which is part of the Central Tano branch of languages. The Akan people number around 20 million people. The Akan people are believed to have originated in Ghana and they settled in their current region around the 11th century. The Akan people formed the Ashanti Empire in the 17th century, which was the most dominant Akan state and lasted for nearly 200 years. The Ashanti Empire was known for its wealth, power, and military prowess. The Akan people have a matrilineal society, which means that property and inheritance are passed down through the female line. The Akan people also have a strong tradition of oral storytelling and music. Some of the most notable Akan subgroups include the Ashanti, Fante, Bono, and Akem. Each subgroup has its own unique culture and traditions. The Akan people are known for their beautiful handicraft, such as kente cloth and handicraft symbols. They are also known for their delicious food, such as fufu and plantain. Somali. Somalia also made it to the list of the top 10 largest tribes in Africa. The Somalis are the largest ethnic group in Somalia, and they also make up significant populations in Djibouti, Ethiopia, and Kenya. The Somalia people speak the Somali language, which is a Cushitic language. There are around 12.5 million Somali speakers worldwide. Other than Somali, another language which is spoken by a lot of Somali tribes is Arabic. The Somali people are thought to have originated in the Horn of Africa over 7,000 years ago. They are a nomadic people and they have a long tradition of herding livestock. The Somali people are also known for their seafaring skills and they have a great history of trade and commerce. The Somali people are known for their cuisine, their hospitality, and their pottery. Somali cuisine is known for its use of fresh ingredients and its flavorful dishes. Some of the most popular Somali dishes include baris, rice, halib, meat, and sugo, stew. Somali hospitality is legendary, and Somali people are always willing to welcome guests into their homes. Somali pottery is a highly developed art form, and the Somali people have a long tradition of storytelling and oral history. The Somali people have made significant contributions to the world. Some of the most famous Somali people include Abdul Salam, a renowned economist, Ilhan Omar, a politician in the United States, and many prime ministers and presidents of Somalia. Hutu. The last tribe on our list today is the Hutu. The Hutu people are the largest ethnic group in Rwanda and Burundi, making up 85% of the population in each country. They speak Kinyarwanda or Kirundi, which are Bantu languages. The Hutu are believed to have migrated to the Great Lakes region of Africa in the 1st century AD. They were part of a larger Bantu expansion, which saw people from Western Central Africa migrate to new areas. The Hutu settled in what is now Rwanda and Burundi, and they lived alongside the Susi and Swa people. In the late 19th century, Rwanda and Burundi were colonized by Germany. The German colonists favored the Susi over the Hutu, and they gave the Susi more power and opportunities. This led to resentment and tension between the two groups. In the early 20th century, Belgium took over Rwanda and Burundi. The Belgian colonists continued to favor the Susi, and they further entrenched the Susi's position of power. In 1959, there was a Hutu uprising which led to the deaths of many Susi. This uprising was followed by a Susi counterattack which led to the deaths of many Hutu. In 1962, Rwanda and Burundi gained independence from Belgium. However, the violence between the Hutu and Susi continued. In 1994, there was a genocide in Rwanda in which the Hutu government killed an estimated 800,000 Susi and moderate Hutu. Since the genocide, Rwanda has made significant progress towards reconciliation and rebuilding. The government has made efforts to promote unity and equality among all Rwandans. However, the legacy of the genocide continues to affect the country. Now that we have taken a look at the 10 most populous tribes in Africa, you can tell that Africa is full of beautiful and interesting cultures and history. These tribes are all unique in all their own ways, with their own languages, cultures, and traditions, regardless of the population and location of each tribe. They have all played an important role in shaping the continent of Africa, and they continue to be an important part of African society today. The truth is that it is impossible to do justice to the richness and diversity of these tribes in a single video. However, this video has given you a glimpse into the fascinating world of African tribes. We love to hear from you. What do you think about these 10 tribes explored in this video? Share your thoughts with us in the comment section. If you want to enjoy more African content, subscribe to this channel and put on the notification bell. That way, you'll be among the first to be notified that we dropped a new video. This is African History Television. Until next time.